There's more to this.
I'm from Gatlinburg.
Okay.
Um, excuse me, born and raised in Sevier County,
Yeah.
which is a very rich county, but I wasn't one of the rich kids. It was my family worked for all the rich people. So it was just like this, like, I'm the middle child, also in a county where I was in the middle economic status. And I don't know, it's just growing up, I never really felt like I belonged. I didn't really fit in any of the groups except for the stoner kids. So that's what I did. Um, and so
How old
by
do you think you were when you first tried any drug?
14,
Okay. Very definitive.
yes. Well, the summer after 8th grade was the first time I ever got drunk.
Okay.
Or maybe it was during 8th grade. Anyway, Halloween of 8th grade is the first time I ever got drunk. And then smoking marijuana came shortly after that. And then freshman year was when I started getting into some pills and Xanax and Valium. And my junior year in high school was when I was introduced to opiates. And
2006?
5, 6, yeah.
6, okay.
And it was really over after that. I remember the very first time I ever did a pill, and part of it was the high, but part of it was also like it made me not care. Like, I don't care what other people think when I'm on this. So does it make me feel good? Yes. And however you want to weigh it out, like, yes, it makes me feel good, but for me, the draw was it makes me not care what anybody else thinks about me.
So did it prevent you from graduating high school?
No.
Okay, so you were still able to graduate.
Yeah, I graduated, and I actually tutored friends who were missing credits to graduate. I tutored them, and they were able to graduate, but I did that so I could make money for my habit. Yeah. I don't think I was really like, I wasn't in full blown addiction, but I was definitely a weekend warrior.
Okay.
And then the thing that got me really hooked, actually, I think more so, was when I had my wisdom teeth pulled when I was 19.
Oh, okay.
And they write you prescription.
Yeah.
It just got more intense after that, I guess. So I went to faith, wasn't where it needed to be because I didn't trust God to work it out.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. So I left and I came home and I immediately started using again.
Now, what year is this?
This would have been 2015.
Okay.
2015. But I was gone for 2 years. But when I came home, the only thing around was meth and heroin. Couldn't hardly find like pills anymore.
Yeah.
And I did I was kind of like weekend warrioring it again. So I did okay. And then my mom helped me get a car. And I went to go show my best friend my new car. And I'll just never forget this day. We're sitting in the car. I used to smoke cigarettes. And we were smoking a cigarette. And just out of nowhere, she goes, "You want to go do some meth?" And I went, "No." Like, never done. Why would you say that to me? And then I like flicked my cigarette and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then life went real crazy after that. As it turns out, I did like it.
Most people do.
Yeah, I did like it. I still like did the opiates, but that's when I.
So you were doing uppers and downs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And through a weird set of circumstances, I lost my job. So I was like, well, the next logical step is to sell drugs. So that turned into a very long stay in Sevier County Jail. I got sentenced to serve 3 years, which most people get 6 months in jail and 6 years of probation. But because of our circumstance and him being a former cop, they were not giving us probation. So anyway, I served what turned out to be 2 years day for day in Sevier County Jail. So the day I got out, I went and ate a salad because I hadn't ate anything fresh in 2 years, and it was the best salad of my life. And my dad had come to pick me up, and then he had to work that night. and I took off and got right back doing the same old thing. Um, during that year, which so it's from 19 into 2020,
Okay.
I overdosed. I think it's like 21 times. Had to get Narcan
Yeah.
21 times. One of which was they had to call the ambulance because their Narcan wasn't doing it. I was just, mm, I wouldn't even say I was mad at the world. I had, now during the 2 years in jail, that's when I turned 30. That's when I was like, I have nothing to show for it, but now I'm a felony meth offender. And at the time, there's two registries, a sex offender and a meth offender, so it's like kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Um, so what else am I gonna do? Now, like in my mind, I had like nails in the coffin now, like this is my life. Um, so I went back to selling and again overdosed. Oh my gosh, so many times. So I had a black eye and I'm just things get real messy. But anyways, I had a black eye and I'm sitting outside of where I was staying, which was the Budget in Sevierville, and a cop drives by and can see my black eye from the road. So he pulls in to do like a well check, but then he recognizes me and runs my name. And I had another indictment. Um, and at that point, I was like, okay, I didn't try to run. I just like handed my phone to somebody else. And it was like a relief.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting whooped every day and I'm not, having to go chase heroin every day. And it's really nice. You know what I mean?
No,
But in
yeah,
that moment,
yeah, relative. Yeah.
like,
100%.
I don't love jail time,
Sure.
but it's way easier than being on the street.
Yeah.
Because of because it's drug charges,
Yeah.
I can almost not find housing.
Yep. Talk about that a lot.
It's on job applications.
Yep.
I can't vote
Yep.
for the president of the United States,
Yeah.
who is a convicted felon,
Yeah.
because I'm a convicted felon.
You know what's funny about
That doesn't make sense to me. Apply for is so I told you I got arrested in October of 2020.
Yeah.
Well, in January I went to Focus.
Okay.
I still wasn't sentenced yet.
Okay. That's
So I did 7 months with Focus, court dates like every 3 months the whole time. And basically the day I was like, okay, well, she did a program. Good for her. But what's she gonna do when she leaves the program? And you just keep doing the program. I kept the same job. I just didn't live there anymore. I kept going to church. I kept going to the recovery meetings. I just kept doing everything I was already doing because that seemed to work out pretty good. Yeah. So it wasn't for 2 more years because then it was like, is she gonna stay
yeah.
clean? And then it was like, well, now I don't know what to do because she stayed clean. So they ended up in 23 sentencing me to 10 years on probation.
Okay.
Bless me. And then after I graduated the program, I stayed on as a volunteer. And
You stick around long enough, they start paying you.
yeah. And they found out that I have administrative gifts. So they put me to work. Because, I went from like the nerd in school to the outcast to the meth dealer to the administrative assistant of a really powerful industry. And he can do that for anybody. And it's not just drugs. Like people have all kinds of maladaptive coping skills, right? But and I think the biggest thing that helped me personally was going to school at a Christian university really helped form my faith. When I heard a teacher say, God's big enough for your doubts, that changed my life. Because, of course, I had doubts. We live in a broken world and messed up stuff happened to me, and I did messed up stuff to other people. And how is God okay with that? And, so things like that. But knowing God is big enough for your doubts. But He wants you to take those to Him, and let Him minister that to you instead of like feeding it in other ways. Like I really thought that when I left that other program that, well, God gave up on me, so I gave up on him, and then ran amok. And, but I can see he never gave up on me. And it's just so cool. And it's like, that's one of the reasons why I stick around is, yeah, I love my job and but I love working with the ladies and just being an example to them and letting them know like this might not be your end game, but the world is so much bigger than you being a felon. And my mentor had to tell me that. I didn't believe that I would be in college or have a good job. I thought at best I would manage a restaurant, you know?